Welcome back to another lesson. If you're a rapper, singer, songwriter, music producer, or just someone who wants to understand music better, my goal is to help you reach your maximum potential, help you increase your skill level, and also help you monetize your music skills online. Before we get into this lesson, if you want guided support beyond these lessons, I offer a structured 5-day tiny challenge coaching program. So what is a tiny challenge? So guys, this coaching program is going to be 5 days, 5 calls, and there's no tech required. The calls are going to be 30 to 45 minutes, and my goal with this coaching program is to ensure that I solve the problems that you are facing when you are learning music theory and also help you achieve specific goals. So guys, there's no tech required. The coaching program will run on WhatsApp, and I believe I'm going to add value to you. So if you're interested in the program, let me write my number. So guys, this is going to be my number, and I believe this coaching program is going to add value to you. So guys, in this lesson, we are learning the E major scale, And for us to understand the E major scale, let us answer several questions that I have over here. So the first question is, what notes make up the E major triad chord? The second question is, why does the E major scale have 4 sharps? The third question is, what is the E major scale? The fourth question is, what is the interval pattern in a major scale? Then our final question is, how do we play the E major scale? So guys, if you're interested in music, stay tuned. So now to our first question. What notes make up the E major triad chord? So our first question is, what notes make up the E major triad chord? So first, to understand the notes that make up the E major triad chord, it is very important to understand that chords come from scales. So chords come from scales. So let us form the E major scale. So first, to understand the E major scale, let me teach you a coin-based saying which says, Elvis finds girls, cats, and dogs, which now means that the E major scale has 4 sharps. So we have E, we have F sharp, we have G sharp, we have C sharp, then we have D sharp. So guys, this is just AND. So if E, F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, D sharp, so it has 4 sharps. So now let us form the E major scale. So the E major scale will look like this. So we are going to have E, then we have F sharp, then we have G sharp, then we have A, then we have B, then we have C sharp, then we have D sharp, then we have E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me just write it. So I've taught you that chords come from scales. Chords come from scales. Now, first, to understand the notes that are in the E major triad chord, it is very important to understand that the major chord formula is 1, 3, 5. So we have 1, we have 3, then we have 5. So what are the notes in the E major triad chord? We have E, G sharp, and B. So first understand that chords come from scales, then understand the E major scale, then you're going to understand that the major chord formula is 1, 3, 5, and this is 1, this is 3, this is 5. Now let us answer our second question. So our second question is, why does the E major scale have 4 sharps? Why does the E major scale have 4 sharps? So, why does the E major scale have 4 sharps? That's a very good question. So, the reason why the E major scale has 4 sharps is because when it comes to the E major scale, so after all it has 4 sharps, then it's very important to understand that major scales, they follow a pattern. So there's always a pattern for the major scale. So for the pattern for the major scale is, we have this coin-based saying which says 2 whales have 3 whales houses. So we have 2 whales have 3 whales houses. So now let me form the major scale. So we have 2 whales have 3 whales houses. So 2 whales have 3 whales houses. So this is the major scale structure. So why does the E major scale have 4 sharps? So the reason it has 4 sharps is because every major scale follows a pattern, and this is the pattern. So guys, that is the reason why the E major scale has 4 sharps, because every major scale follows a major scale pattern, which is 2 whales, whole step, half step, 3 whales, whole step, houses, half step. Now to our third question. Now to our third question. So what is the E major scale? Now I've taught you the E major scale, and I've taught you the Coinbase thing which says Elvis finds girls, cats, and dogs, which means that Elvis is E, F we have F sharp, then we have G sharp, then we have C sharp, then we have D sharp. So it will look like this. We have E, F sharp, then we have G sharp, then we have A, B, C sharp, D sharp, then we have E. So this is the major scale, the E major scale. So we have E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, back to the octave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So guys, this is the E major scale structure. Elvis finds girls, cats, and dogs. So now to our fourth question. So our fourth question is, what is the interval pattern in a major scale? A very good question. So guys, it's very important to understand that intervals are the relationship between two notes. So intervals are the relationship, or is the relationship between two notes. So now, what are the intervals in a major scale structure, or in the E major scale? So first we have a root note. Let me write it with the blue pen so that you can see it. So first we have a root note, then we have a major second, then we have a major third, then we have a perfect fourth, then we have a perfect fifth, then we have a major sixth, then we have a major seventh, then back to the octave. So what are the intervals in a major scale? So we have a root note, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, and the octave. So those are the intervals in a major scale. Now to our final question. How do we play the E major scale? So guys, let us go to the piano and let me teach you how to play the E major scale. So in this lesson, I'm going to be teaching you the E major scale. The E major scale. And for us to understand the E major scale, I'm going to be teaching you a Coinbase saying which says Elvis finds girls, cats, and dogs. So which means that Elvis is E, finds is F, F sharp, then girls is G sharp, cats is C sharp, then dogs is D sharp. So guys, if you are keen, you have noticed that the E major scale has 4 sharps. Now, let us start playing with the left hand. So with the left hand, this is finger number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going to start at finger number 5. So it will sound like this. So first I told you, focus on timing rather than on speed. Let me repeat. So that is the left hand. So it has 4 sharps. Now let me play it with the right hand. Let me repeat. Now let me play it with both hands. So focus on timing rather than on speed. Yeah, so guys, that is the E flat major scale. Yeah, so guys, that is the E flat major scale. It has 4 sharps: F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, D sharp.